Patty, Brent and Patty, where the fun and laughs are never chatty. Raise your glass, it's time to cheer. Brent and Patty are finally here. Funny finds and events so snappy. Join the fun, let's get happy. Brent might derail, go off the track, but Patty's here to bring him back. A Brent might come, oh what a sight. Rants and laughs, it's pure delight. Raise your glasses, time to cheer. Brent and Patty are finally here. Funny finds and events so snappy. Join the fun, let's get happy.
There you go.
Apologies. Welcome to another Nightcap with Brent and Patty. Something switched. I switched it back. Let's carry on, shall we? All right.
There's always something.
looks like everybody was like, it's okay. He's doing his thing. We'll let him be. There's no comments. It's awesome. Let's get to that drink. I could use it. All right, so let me open up what we're drinking. Boom, right there. It's a Disaronno Fizz. So I'll leave that on the screen for just a second or two, or a minute or two maybe. Get my Disaronno. Just get the lid off it. All right, so there, we get rid of that. If anybody else needs it, let me know. So we're filling glasses. We've got some nice new glasses. I need a white background to go with stuff
those are
like
so
that.
pretty.
Yeah, I'm white. Shoot. So that's our challenge. We need to find something to put ice in that we can pour it out. Because it says fill it with ice. That's what I'm going to do. Because that's what it says in the recipe. Oh, easy. Hey, settle. No.
Oh,
You rotten, dirty, no good for nothing. Useless. Low down, sniveling. I can't see it. This is not a good show so far. No, don't. Oh, you. Promise not to laugh too hard if I fall on the floor, because it's probably going to happen. Oh, my God. I'll be right back. Good Lord. I'll have to do the show from down here because my knee is not going to let me get back up.
Right. Watch your head.
Ah!
I'd have offered, but my back won't allow it.
I get rid of this ice cube, I'll be right back. Entertain the troops.
Hey, Shelley. Hey, Maureen.
By doing more than just laughing.
Oh, my.
Look, you can't get this entertainment just anywhere. You have to come to the semi-professionals.
Right.
All right, I have no idea. I gotta go back to the drink. Oh my good gracious. There we go. All right, let's move that over here. All right, so 1.5 ounces of Disaronto. Toronto. All right. There's that.
Right.
I mean, it's a good start for the drink, not for the show.
Yeah.
But for the drink, yeah, it's a good start. Oh, my land. Okay, there's that. Awesome. All right. 1/2 ounce of lemon juice or orange. Where's the...
Oh, I thought you grabbed it. It's in the bottom of the fridge.
I'll be back once again.
On the door, I do believe, dear. Maybe.
On the door, you think?
Might just be on the bottom.
It might just be. As a matter of fact, it is.
Okay. I couldn't remember if there was room on the door or not. It's a banner night.
If this were an episode of Sesame Street, today's word would be organization. Not that we have any. All right, so 1/2 ounce. Okay, that's it.
Yeah. You can put more if you like, though.
That's not a lot. Well, let's do our thing. Let's do it the way they say to make it.
Yeah, we can adjust it later to our taste.
Right? I'm guessing the 1/2 ounce because this only it starts at 1 ounce. So
Probably.
no, it starts at 1 ounce. Not probably. It only has a 1 ounce marker. It doesn't have a 1/2 ounce. 3 ounces of sparkling soda or water. Pour this around into a glass. Fill with ice. A few drops. Okay. So we're using for sparkling soda or water. This is bubbly or bubbly or I don't know. Listen, I'm completely honest with you. The ads confuse the hell out of me. Okay.
I think they're hilarious.
Because I think it's called. Oh no. I didn't say they weren't entertaining. I said I was personally confused.
Yeah.
Is it bubbly?
It's bubbly, and he calls it bubbly.
Okay, so that imprints in my brain, my feeble little gray matter up here. Oh, bubbly. But that's not what it is. No, there is no other product that does that to me that I am currently aware of. Okay? The Kleenex brand doesn't have a spokesperson whose name is Kleenex. And I look at it and go, I should get some Kleenex. No, Brent, it's Kleenex. That's just the name of the guy who... Like, there's no other... This is... So it is now, for me, every time I see it, is bubbly.
Yeah.
And then my brain goes, wait, I think it's bubbly. And I go, no, shut up. It's bubbly. So this is...
So the marketing works. That's what he says.
Oh, it is not subliminal or anything. It's just 100% works. Like, they should just change the name, put his face on the can.
They should by now, yeah.
He should buy some stock. He should own the company. This is lemon sorbet, so this gets us our lemon and it gets us our sparkling whatever. And I think I'm just going to fill it up.
Sure, I'm good with that.
Because it said something about 3 ounces, but I'm going to go like to the top of the ice.
Yeah.
Like that. I think that's going to be enough.
I'm happy with that.
There we go. And then if you want more, so now...
I brought you a spoon just in case.
I know, but we have a professional
forgot about
little
that.
swizzle sticker thing.
Yeah. Okay.
That's sorry. Not lot, but a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Cheers, me baby. Now give me a better one than that.
I'm gonna break the glass.
Now give me another one than that. They don't have to clink.
That's pretty good.
So here's the question. I'm going to try to remember this each week.
Mm-hmm.
I literally just thought of this right now.
Okay.
So when it comes to the drinks that we try,
Mm-hmm.
if you ordered this at a bar,
Yep.
would you order a second one? Because it's a new drink for us. So if you went to a bar,
Yeah,
you
I
went,
probably would.
I'll take one of those. When the waitress came around, would you be like, yeah, I'll take another one of those?
Yeah, that's good enough.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would, absolutely. I would ask her to put a little bit more Di Serrano in it.
Yeah.
Because I find it a little lacking in that, but the taste is fantastic.
It's a nice mix, really.
Very, very nice.
I think so.
Very nice. If you're a Di Serrano drinker, you should try that out. Okay. All right, let's get going here. Let's move that out of the way so I can see.
What's Maureen say?
She's the same way. I missed it at the moment. So, she's talking about Buble.
Oh.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. That's what it is. I say that, and then she'll correct me. What are you doing?
I went to set it on the desk.
That makes noises. Stop. We're in really good shape tonight, too. I should tell you. My knee has acted up again, and occasionally makes me go, oh! And Patty's back is screwed up just because we woke up this morning. That's it. That's all we did. We woke up and we were alive, and we're in pain. So to be alive is pain.
Right.
That's what we've decided. All right, let's get on with this ring-a-ding-dong-dong show here. All right, we'll hop over to Friday Feels. It's a good one this week. There we go. It's Leo and Maisie, of course, because it should be called the Leo and Maisie Hour. Patty's decided to go with the absolute smallest print.
It looked big on my screen.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No. I will guarantee you that did not look big on your screen.
It takes I zoomed in.
Well, okay, but you understand. Okay, listen. All right, fine. So, you had it this big, did you?
Yeah, I did. I made it smaller. I thought it was too big.
You made what smaller?
The text. I was adjusting it.
You've got the entire. All right, now,
That's my baby.
now it's a fist fight. It's a duel to the death at this point. That's the only thing we can do, because look at the amount of space that you have. People up there are like, Brent, we don't care. Just get on with the next segment.
They'll zoom in and read it.
But look, unless it covers their face.
Well, I didn't want to cover their face.
No, and you know what I'm saying. You're doing this on purpose. Unless it covers their face, larger text is fine.
Okay.
All right. So I'm not going to read it because I can't. So, whoop, see ya. Oh, it's gonna be one of those nights. It's gonna be one of those nights. Let's get to. In all honesty, that was a cute picture.
It was
of,
very cute
of the kids and the cats.
Yeah.
But let's get to the Pattyism for this week. Bloink. Pub crawls are all the rage, but I truly feel the idea of a bakery crawl has a lot of potential. No, I'm trying to get the weight off. And the Brentism for this week, just as clever. I, of course, didn't find it. She did. Based on my Saturday morning cartoon education, there was either a coyote under that boulder or the paint on that tunnel is still wet. And it's funny how you don't look at it for sure to see until you read that, and then I went, hold up. No, that's a tunnel. I had to think over for a second, I'll be honest with you. Your back or your knee?
My back. I moved wrong
okay.
way.
And our hot tub's out of commission because it needs a part, so I had to drain it. It's been a.
I'm assuming it must be my sciatic again because it's radiating down my leg.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Patty nearly had a panic attack because I had to go up on the roof. Let me tell you something, folks. If you're up on top of a roof and it's steel and you're wearing jeans, hopefully your boots are good and grippy
Yeah.
which mine were.
I had to go back in the house. I couldn't watch.
I
I couldn't.
I had to growl her a little bit because she's talking to me while I'm trying to focus and I'm on the peak of the roof. And I'm like, you've got to stop. I cannot have a conversation with you. I am focused. And just now I heard the patio door open, the patio door closed. And I'm like, fine. Patty went through the patio door. That's perfect. And then at one point, I think this is part of... I think this is another reason why, because I didn't tell you this part, so I'll tell you the whole thing. And it's not scary. So I've put on I've clearly put my weight all back on is what's happened. And I've been threatening, I got to get serious, I got to get serious, I got to get serious. So I'm up on the roof and I'm trying, a piece of flashing let go. So I'm trying to put this back on. And I can't get anywhere where I can get purchase and then I can lean over and put a nail in and then move up and put a nail in so that it'll temporarily hold this flashing in place. So I'm like, well, I've got to go to the peak. So this is how I did it. So I pulled it up tight to the house.
Yep.
And then I put my fingers on it. And then I moved myself up. And then I went like this. And I walked my fingers along. And then I moved myself up. And then I walked my fingers along. And then I moved myself up. Till I get to the top. And I'm like, when I get on the peak, I can straddle the peak. And I don't have to worry about falling because... I've straddled the peak. This is going to be brilliant. And like if I let go of this and it falls, I'm going to be so mad because I'm going to have to, it's going to swing and I'm going to have to go get it. Luckily, I'm like, oh, I got it clear to the peak. It's awesome. Okay. So I get one leg over and I'm like, okay, I can just lay down. I've got leg on either side. I can lay down, lean over. I'm safe as I can be. I cannot fall off this roof and I can get a good purchase on it, get the nail in place and pound that sucker in. This right here, I leaned over, no, it wasn't in the way. Well, it was in the way for one thing. I leaned over and I'm like, I can't breathe. And I'm hanging on to everything because I don't want to lose a piece of flashing. And I'm like, I get the stupid weight off. So I lean back over and I take a big breath. I lean over and I'm like, tap, 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 bang, bang, bang. All right, I got to get off this roof right now.
I was happy for you to be off the roof.
Oh my!
I was just pacing.
I'm telling you, and that does not for somebody, and everybody will agree with me on this. For the person that's in the precarious situation, with a loved one or a friend or whatever on the ground, pacing and
that's why I came inside to pace.
It's distracting for the person
That's why I came in.
that is trying to keep from falling off the roof. But there was a point where about halfway, I figured if I put a nail halfway, it'll hold it, and then I can adjust myself and I can get some more nails in it, and it'll be better temporarily. And the first time I was about halfway, I'm holding it up in place.
Yep.
So I reach in my pouch, I get a nail, while I'm hanging on to the flashing, I put the nail in this hand, so the flashing, the nail, the hammer, and I'm like, okay. So I'll put the nail there. Okay. And I'm still hanging on with my arm. And when I went to lean out to hit it with a hammer, I just started drifting.
Oh,
and I'm like, nope. It wasn't fast. And it was because of my jeans.
Yeah.
Because I can hang on.
But they were...
My skin was grippier is basically what was going on. And the minute that I let go of that, the boots were just like, dude, we can't hold this. Like, you're too fat. So I'm like, that's when I had to go up to the peak.
Oh my.
Listen, it is an adventure being us. That's all I can say.
Who else is
You've reached that stage in life that in order to feel alive, something has to hurt. Becky's here. Hey, Becky.
Hey, Peggy.
Oh, my land. Ain't that the truth?
It doesn't have to hurt so much, though.
Right? Please. Oh. Plus, I got on the scales. Was it this morning? Yeah, it was this morning. I got on the scales this morning. I'm like, I think I've been making some.
I was down this morning.
I think I've been. Oh, rub that in. Right in my face. I get on the scales thinking, I think I've been keeping it toned down a little bit, so things should be at least the same, if not slightly better. I'm talking like I would have been happy with, I'm like, 1 pound lighter. No. I crossed over into the 280 and beyond 281. And I'm like, nope, that's it. I'm done. That's it. I am not going there. I have already been close to 300 pounds. I am not doing it again. So I made way better choices today. I was concerned about this because of the Disaronno. I'm like, if we keep it easy, and I have one, so I didn't have anything to drink before the show.
Yep.
That's what went wrong.
You didn't have your pre-drink.
I didn't have my pre-drink. I should have had just a shot of scotch. I have to grab. Now you know if you ever have to grab up on the roof, wear shorts. No, the metal's not hot. I'm telling you something right now. That roof was hot.
If you're gonna go on the roof, you need a fucking parachute.
No. What you need is potty mouth, language. What I need is something magnetized.
Yeah, because
and there probably is something. There's probably some magnetic anchors that you can put down and then lock in place, and I can like put my feet on.
Like the magnets we have in the shower for the curtain. Put them down put a bunch on your pants.
It's 281 pounds. Those magnets ain't standing a chance.
Oh, but we have several.
They're my pants would weigh 1,000 pounds.
Would make you a pair of metal pants.
How about this? A ladder that's long enough. That's all I need.
Now, just how about you have somebody else go on the roof?
Are you paying for it? Because people trust me. People don't go up on that for free. I tried it. I've been dreading the day that I had to go up on the roof ever since we put the steel on, because I know it's a whole other shingles. I can walk around. I can walk around all day long. I'm fine. Even when I did start to slide a little bit, you slide like that far on shingles, and it's like because there's no slide, slippity slide. Going on a fantastic ride. I didn't want to go on a fantastic ride.
No.
Because what do you yell? Seriously, what do I yell when
See
I know?
you later.
Bye.
One last I love you.
Call 911. Thud. Look at that fat fucker. He left a crater on. You dropped the F-bomb, so I had to do. Oh, my land. This is too much fun. Right, yeah, Maureen says I need to send somebody else up on the roof.
Right.
Trust me, I've thought about that. I think I can get my hands on a ladder that will go up that far. Maybe from my boss. I'd have to see how long it is. Absolute worst case scenario, yes. I will call somebody and say... You can't
drop anything, because there's no way I'm going up to bring you something you dropped that high.
Well, yeah, but I could just come back down the ladder.
Yeah.
But I'll put my tool belt on.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah,
because I'm scared of heights.
I'm well aware. Just telling the story to Michelle today made her nauseous.
Oh,
she is at least as bad as you are, and I think possibly worse, because if we stand up on the step stool to put something up on top of the display, she can't watch.
Oh, really? The step stools, I'm okay with
No.
that.
To stand up on the step stool, she would get dizzy. Herself. It's just like, I can't. So it's fun because Michael and I, of course, take advantage of that.
Oh, you would.
Like, he'll put his leg over the side of the steps and go, oh, look. And she's like, stop it. So much
Sounds
fun.
like something he'd do.
Patty and I are on the same wavelength about the roof. Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is we have a walkout basement. So the back side of the house is a 2-story house. Mm-hmm. If I had to do that out front here,
be nothing to it.
I've got 3 ladders that'll get me up there, and I do. It's short enough height. If I fall, at most, I might break a bone. But chances are good I'm going to be like, well, and then I'll just grab a hold of something and straighten myself out and be just fine. But yeah, it's just...
The other side's a little different.
You know what we need?
What?
We need a deck on this level.
Yes.
On that side.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Again, somebody has to pay for that. But,
Yeah.
we're not, our show's good, but we're not that well known. So if there's, hey, listen, if there's somebody out there that wants to be on our show, we could film you building the deck. And then if I needed to fix something on the roof, I'd just put the ladder on the deck and be like, rank, dip, 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 dip. Yeah.
With a harness.
I often
You're
thought,
still high.
I actually often thought about that when our room was right here next door with James.
I did too. I thought it'd be a nice little balcony
It'd be
there.
nice to have like just a little, like a single French door. Is that a thing? I guess it's just a door.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. You can get those.
Where you could step out and we could go out and have coffee in the morning.
Yep.
But again, you need the Queen's head and lots of them. All right, I don't know where we're at here, but we need to get going.
You just finished Pattyisms.
Oh yeah, what you reading? What you reading? Things I need: more books, coffee, and reading time. I can't argue with that. It is my own fault that I don't get as much reading time.
Right.
Well, look, I have enjoyed playing video games my entire life. Games in general until video games came along, and it was like, what?
Right.
So now that I'm an adult, and when I get the chance, and I go, I'm going to play that game because I'm really enjoying it.
Yep.
So I did. I don't know if there's any gamers on here watching, but right now on Steam, Lord of the Rings Lego is on for like $3.99 or something like that.
That's neat.
I had absolutely no idea what I was doing just in the opening sequences.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I actually got to the point where but I don't want to spoil the game. I got to a point where I knew from watching the movies what the character I was playing had to do.
Okay.
And I don't see how the heck I'm supposed to get him to get there.
Oh, okay.
Is what it comes down to. So I got to the point where I was like, let's close. I'm going to go do something else. But I think it's probably going to be better if I plug a controller in and do it that way. I was doing the keyboard, mouse, and it was like press H to attack, and I'm like, that's over here, and my movement's over here, and then the second character moves with this over here.
Yeah, that'd be awkward.
It got a little confusing. And I think it may be sort of optimized for two people. I'm not sure on that. But anyway, it's a good price, so I'll keep it and play it one of these days. We have, of course, a shitter get off the pot for this week. Here's our doors. I absolutely love them. That's fantastic. Do you have any history? Do you know where this is?
It's at a beach, I do believe, dear.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Very well done.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're, it was probably just one of those, hey, can you draw The Simpsons? I sure can.
Yeah.
Or somebody grabbed...
Or it's a wrap, yeah.
Well, that's true. That's true. It could be. Could be a stencil type, or not a stencil, but a decal type thing. But it's cool.
Yeah, I thought so.
Cool. And the graffiti for this week, boldly going. They should have been shooting turds. That's my only comment to that.
Right.
Poop poop. Oh, Frig, let's go to the birthday club. Oh, my land.
That's funny.
All right, so that lady right there, I don't need that picture anymore. I can close it. We're already drinking the drink. That's Christine, is it Baranski?
Yeah.
She is 73 years old today. Of course, she was on The Big Bang Theory.
Ray Leonard's mom.
But wasn't she... Oh, I'm thinking of somebody else. Yes. Mamma Mia movies, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Oh, I forgot that she was on the How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That's right. And tons of other things as well. Born in 1952. Like I said, she's 73. That guy right there, that is an amazing photo. Thank you very much for that. I would just like to say that is Dwayne Johnson. Also used to be known as The Rock. He is 53 years old today, born in 1972. Of course, he was a wrestler. He was in the Brent tried again. The Jumanji movies, Red Notice, Red One, Fast and Furious, The Mummy Returns, The Scorpion King, The Jungle Cruise. He's just everywhere in everything.
He's good.
I like his acting.
I do too.
I think he's fun, and that whole '80s action movie type. Don't take it too serious. Just enjoy it, type of thing.
Yeah.
It's great. He does a good job. Wish him all the best. And that guy right there is help me.
I think it's Kumail.
Kumail
Nanjiani.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna say.
He's hilarious. I love his.
He
acting.
really is.
Yeah.
And I forgot about. I was like Obi-Wan Kenobi's series. I'm like, oh, that's right. I won't spoil it for anybody, but yes, he was in it. He's 47 years old today, born in 1978. He was in the Internals as well, Only Murders in the Building, Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire, and like I said, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Fantastic in all of them.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed him. He's funny. He's got a great delivery.
He does.
And that's what it takes, right? So, all right, bye-bye, guys.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Alia. Alia.
Ollie, Oxenfree.
Oh, just checking to make sure we don't have any more comments. It's time for everybody's stomach's favorite part of the show. It's time for Vintage Views. Bloop. There we go. If you think that those are mushrooms, you would be correct. If you think that's what around the base of it is raisins, unfortunately, you would also be correct. Mushrooms in aspic, garnished with raisins. What in the LSD trippin' era is this shit? I give it a big fat nope. Those are Patty's words, and I agree with them wholeheartedly. Yeah. Honestly.
Who thought that would be a good idea?
A drunk housewife.
Mm-hmm.
That's who thought that would be a good idea.
Right.
And I know I do a lot of, blaming of the housewives, but seriously, that is from an era where there were gonna make supper for my man. He pissed me off yesterday, so what can I make that's disgusting? And Buddy knows he's in hot water, so when she brings out the mushroom aspic raisin combination, he goes, oh, that looks lovely, dear. Is there a main course? That's it, buddy. Okay. Well, I had a really big lunch today, so I'm going to try just a little bit of this. And oh, it's a lovely flavor combination. And I will guarantee you, at least in that picture, those were canned mushrooms. Now I know that you're.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
You're okay with canned mushrooms.
Not in that. I don't.
No. I just mean in general. I think they taste like rubber. But there is something about the process of
I'm
canning.
not a fan of the fresh ones, although I do like the cremini ones.
See, and that's the complete opposite. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, those little cremini mushrooms.
They're good.
They're
I don't like
good.
the white mushrooms. I like the little creminis.
But they're the same thing. They're just.
I don't know what it is,
colors.
but
there is a different flavor.
Yeah.
There is definitely a different flavor.
Yeah.
But some mushrooms and onions on top of a steak. Oh,
no.
wow.
I'm not even a steak fan.
You don't know what you're missing. Actually, you do, because you tried a piece of my steak one day that was like a little bit.
But I think it was a certain cut.
It was a little bit. Oh, it was a T-bone, and it was a little bit pink. And I'm like, just give it a try. And you took a little piece, and you're like, oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
But it's just not your thing.
No.
So. You'd rather have a glass of vodka.
I'd rather have lobster than steak.
Well, there is that as well. Let's get to interesting AF, because this looks like a good one. All right, right there. I need to bring up my notes. A very unique bridge in Alberta, Canada, is helping animals safely cross one of the province's busiest highways. And it's changing how people think about road design and conservation. Located between Calgary and Banff National Park, the Bow Valley Gap Wildlife Overpass is a 200-foot wide crossing built over the Trans-Canada Highway. It's covered in soil, grass, and trees, and it looks more like a stretch of forest than a bridge. But it's already making a huge difference for wildlife and the people who drive through the region every single day, as this particular stretch of highway has long been a hot spot for vehicle-wildlife collisions, with nearly 70 reported each year. Large animals such as elk and grizzly bears frequently cross here, putting themselves and the drivers at risk. Now, instead of darting across traffic, animals can use the overpass and safely reach the other side. The overpass sits above two arched tunnels that carry 4 lanes of traffic, and it was designed with animal behavior in mind. The engineering and design firm Dialogue worked with wildlife biologists to make sure the structure met the needs of the area's biggest species. We do have some other photos, so I'll get some more of those up as well. Like that just...
It's a fantastic idea.
It really is, but I looked at the pictures as I put them, I'm like, this looks like something you'd see out of a movie.
Yeah.
Where you'd be like, oh, there'd be no way they could build that. But like absolutely just mind-blowing and such a great idea.
It really is.
They carefully shaped the slopes so the animals could see predators coming, and they chose plants that blend into the landscape without attracting too much attention from hungry grazers. It isn't just about avoiding crashes. Wildlife crossing also help protect natural migration routes, giving animals a better shot of finding food, mates, and shelter. There are plans to build 3 more crossings, as it is showing that we can build infrastructure that keeps both nature and people safe. If they can cut down on 70 crashes with this...
I think every province should have this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they know... I mean, that's why there's deer signs up, because they...
Well, and all the fencing we have on when you go to Fredericton on the side on the hillsides, you could eliminate some of that. I mean, they're still using it here to keep them from going down the road, which is fantastic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, it's a much safer way for them to.
And that's quite a shot, right?
It is. I thought it was really quite fascinating. But I mean, the safety for everybody, the animals and the people.
That, and I mean, those crashes would be something that contribute to your insurance going up. So if all of a sudden we can reduce the crashes, animal crashes, I hit a deer, Michael hit a deer.
Yep.
And it's one of those things that there are times, and in both of our situations, there simply isn't enough time to react, or you
when they're coming out of nowhere,
or you react and then the animal does something else, and you're like, well, if I'd have known you were going to do that, I would have done this.
Yeah.
You just don't know what's going to happen in those situations. If you can reduce those numbers in one area, you need proof of concept, because a lot of people are naysayers and they go, oh, that's not going to make any difference.
Yeah.
There's people that just don't want to hear about it. Why don't they put the money into something else that's more important?
Yeah.
What's more important than saving lives?
Right.
And helping.
I mean, you and Michael were very lucky.
Oh, yes, we were.
There's so many people that do not walk away, or the animal, from these crashes.
Well, neither one of our deer walked away.
No, but I'm saying there are accidents where both the occupants of the vehicle and the animal have perished. They did fly, though. Yeah. Where everybody has perished, right?
Well, when you get into moose and things like that.
Right. And I mean, imagine if somebody hitting a grizzly, that's not going to fare too well.
Right. Right. Exactly.
So
it is worth putting the money. In my opinion, it's worth investing in things that help save lives, that help save money.
Oh, most
we're all pinching the pennies nowadays and trying to, get by. Most of us, some people aren't, but that's fine. So I mean, let's invest in that.
Yeah.
And then say, okay, we have proof of concept. We know it works. Let's start taking these areas. When you see those moose crossing signs on the highway, it's because traditionally they know those routes for the moose, for the deer, for whatever else. So they put them in those places, and things get better for everybody.
Right.
So put pressure on your MLA. There's what you need to do. We all voted. A good portion of us went out and voted on Monday. But we have more that we can do. Yep. There's more than just going out and going, check, I vote for this guy. Yep. Whether or not the person you voted for get in, they still represent you.
Yep.
And they still have to listen to you. And if more of us make our voices heard, sorry, I'm not trying to get political, but if more of us make our voices heard on the things that we find important, the more that it gets heard further on down the line.
Right.
So, all right. Let's go. Oh, I know what's up. Do you know what's up?
I know what's up.
Oh, your order's up. All right. I know nothing. I didn't read any notes. I just saw this, and I went, this is what went through my head. I'm like, this looks like a maritime thing, but I don't want to read the notes because I want to see if I am right. Apparently I'm wrong. Because it's in Manitoba. Um, the Dutch Drive-In in the Paw, Manitoba. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, that is where Kevin White lives. Is in the Paw.
Probably.
No, I'm pretty sure it is. I've never been there. That was not one of the places I
I would
worked.
like to go. You take me one of these days to the places that you were at.
Oh, to like
Island Lake.
Island Lake. Yeah. Island Lake would be, out of all the places I lived, Island Lake
Yeah,
would be
that's one I've heard
the
proposed.
nicest one. Well, it would be the nicest place to visit. Plus, there are some actual, like
Landmarks.
Dwayne has cabins
Yeah.
and stuff like that, so you could rent and stay for a week or whatever and do some amazing fishing. An amazing little drive-in with all the vintage drive-in feels, including window side delivery. After filling your belly with one of their mouth-watering menu items, finish off with one of their generous soft-serve cones or the Dutchie made of slush and soft-serve ice cream. Let's get some more pictures opened up here. Look at that.
Nice looking fries.
Right? And that is a whistle dog because that's bacon.
Yep.
Look at those burgers. Maureen says that her steak has to be very well done. Mine doesn't.
I agree with you, Maureen.
Burgers, on the other hand, you have to be careful with. They've got to be
Cooked just so.
They've got to
yeah.
be done. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Open 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. seasonally, May through October. The Dutch Drive-In has been in operation for 62 years, serving hamburgers, hot dogs, French fries, corn dogs, ice cream, and more. 62 years. That is a dedicated
I love
team.
looking at those fries.
Right? They look fantastic. They look like drive-in fries.
My
I
favorite.
knew that's what you were thinking. Now they ruined that tomato. They ruined that burger putting a tomato on it, but that's okay. I'll let that one pass. Everything looks fantastic. I believe those are probably cheese stick. What do you call them? Mozzarella sticks. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
And there's-
interesting. A slushy and the soft ice cream together. That's kind of interesting.
You've never heard of that?
Okay.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I've had one.
Is it good?
It's good. Well, okay. So think of.
Because I'm not a big slushy fan because they're so sweet.
So think of, because I see one of them was orange.
Mhm.
So you put ice cream in with the orange creamsicle.
Okay.
And then whatever other flavor you have,
Yeah.
same. So if it's cherry,
That'd
it's
be
like a
interesting.
cherry
It would
creamsicle.
probably temper the slushy a bit.
It does. It takes some of the sweetness out of the slushy, and it just makes a good combination. Yeah. No, I haven't had many of them because it's a lot. There's a bunch of flavor there. Very, very good. So I would imagine, especially where they're seasonal, they probably do a booming business.
I would say
Much
so.
like our
Yeah.
dairy bar over here, when
Yeah.
it's open, people are like, okay, we got to go. The dairy bar's open.
Yeah.
So the Paw, Manitoba, the Dutch Drive-In. Oh, so I want to go back just real quick here. I want to go to the first picture. I didn't spend a whole lot of time looking at it because I was trying to get stuff all set up. So that, clearly the one on the top is like a vintage shot because
Yes.
that looks like an old,
Yeah.
I don't know, Ford Fairlane or something parked there.
And you see where the blue is, those are parking spaces. So you'd park there.
Oh, that's,
And then
okay.
Server or whoever's waiting on you will bring out your meal.
Nice.
To your car side. window.
Nice. So they've added a few buildings I see in the back, probably for storage,
I
that type of thing.
think I want to say there's a house there on the property because it had been for sale. It has newer owners in the last 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
Because I found a listing for it back in like 2018 or something. Anyway,
for where it was previously for sale.
yes.
Oh, that's cool.
But there's outbuildings and there's a home where people that run it live.
Oh, okay.
So it's
okay.
quite a property. It's very
Yeah.
nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So if you're in the pod, check it out. If you're there at the right time.
And
of
they've
year.
got enough space. They could even probably have some cabins at some point.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much tourism they get in the pod, but maybe accommodations like that would help with that type of thing.
Well, if somebody maybe's traveling through and need a
Yeah.
overnight
Well,
stay,
I mean,
place to
I
rest
think-
head for
I
an
think-
hour or two.
I think there's going to be a lot more travel within Canada from Canadians
Mhm.
for obvious reasons. Again,
Exactly.
I'm not going to get political. It's time to go on a road trip. This place looks absolutely amazing.
It looks gorgeous.
And I looked at the pictures and I went, I am not aware of this place, but this totally looks like something that would be in Canada because we've got some
Yeah.
pretty unique stuff.
Well, I was looking at Michael and Lauren would love it because they enjoy going to Kingsbury.
Oh yeah, this is like Kingsbury times 10, I think, by the looks of things.
Yeah.
This is the Montreal Botanical Garden. I'm sure that somebody in the chat has probably been there or at least heard it. Hit clips. I got my game volume at 0.1 and still hard to hear you. I don't know who Hit Clips is, but I don't think anybody else is having any issues with volume. If anybody else wants to chime in there, it would be great. All right. So, the Montreal Botanical Garden is a large botanical garden in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It is 190 acres of thematic gardens and greenhouses. It was designated, a National Historic Site of Canada in 2008, as it is considered to be one of the most important botanical gardens in the world due to the extent of its collections and facilities. It contains a greenhouse complex full of plants from around the world and a number of large outdoor gardens, each with specific themes. The outdoor gardens are bare and covered with snow from about November until April, but the greenhouses are open to visitors year-round, hosting the annual Butterflies Go Free exhibit from February to April. Let's get a few more pictures going on here. There we go. The water is absolutely gorgeous.
I know.
I love the lemurs.
I know, that's really cool. There's a
cool.
lot. Like I just got a few pictures. There's a lot there to see. It would definitely be a day trip.
It would almost be from what I'm seeing.
You want to go in the morning.
Right, definitely a day trip.
Yeah.
I'm almost thinking you could make a weekend out of this.
You probably could. You would likely miss things if you didn't go a second time.
Great ideas. I absolutely
Isn't that cool?
Love that.
I thought it was really neat. I thought of you and Michael when I saw it.
Yeah, no, that is very, very well done.
And then the tree of birds.
It's absolutely amazing.
Right.
What humans can do. Hey, Candace is on here, and Chris says hi. So Chris made it. Chris
Awesome.
and Candace. Maureen says the volume's fine on her end.
Okay.
So sorry, Hit Clips. I don't know what's going on. And look at that.
And this, okay.
No, go ahead.
No, I'll wait till you get to the next picture. I think.
Oh, what I was just going to say was it's nice to have a person standing there to
you
get
can
the
see
scale.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And the fact that they've got two different colors of green going in the horse
I
in
know.
the back.
Yeah.
It looks like, is it Palomino? Is that the proper
Yes.
term? Yes. Just mind-blowing. It serves to educate the public in general and students of horticulture in particular, as well as to conserve endangered plant species. The grounds are also home to a botanical research institution, to an astronomy club, and the Montreal Insectarium, which is off-site. The garden staff also administer the fern I'm not sure what
It's an
that is.
educational farm and petting zoo.
Oh, okay.
So they monitor, they look after it. It's off-site. It's not on the grounds. So they look after it as well. I think it's handy to where they are.
Okay. While it charges administration, city residents can obtain a pass granting free admission to the outdoor gardens. So many people visit regularly, even if only to sit under the trees.
So the horses are to this
that.
side of that sculpture.
Oh, okay.
And you can see some of them over here as well.
Yes. So, I mean, that's a really good size if the horses are anything to go by.
Yes, it's huge, some of them.
That's crazy.
Like I said, it'd be a beautiful trip to go on.
And of course, no road trip is complete without a funny sign. Beyond this point, you may encounter nude sunbathers eating waffles. I looked at that, and I every week I forget because that's new.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I'm so with it. But I'm looking at that going, wait, hold up, what now? And I'm like, oh, that's just her sign. That's not at that place. Yeah, I got me. You got me with that one. All right.
That one was a little tamer compared to a few of them I have.
Becky said she missed. Where is that place? That's the Botanical Gardens in Montreal.
Yes.
Yeah. So just a short road trip away. All right. It's time for, and say it with me now.
Say what now?
All right. This is going to be a rough segment for me for the next few months because I am determined to get this extra weight off. But say what now is always pretty much targeting food. So let's go. Now, we tried the lemon sorbet tonight. The great thing about bubbly is it doesn't have any sugar.
That's right.
So I don't have to worry about that. We have tried the orange cream.
We tried that yesterday. Yeah.
I would say over the two of them, I prefer the orange cream.
I did too. Yeah. Now the lemon sorbet was fine. It just, for me, it was a little weak on the flavor.
Okay.
But I certainly wouldn't turn it down.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
The orange is just that. That's more of our flavor.
It is,
that type
yeah.
of thing. So I'm going to need to be getting myself some more of that to take to work.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
So I can stay away from sugary drinks and all that foolishness. All right. So are there any other? Just those two flavors are new?
Those are the only two newest ones so far.
I noticed at the store when we were there, they had a pomegranate blueberry.
That's been out for a little while.
Have we tried that one?
You know, I don't.
You're
remember.
not a big pomegranate fan, so we're probably didn't get it. I'm gonna get that one and try it. I'll check it out and get back to you. What else have we got going on this week? There we go. That's my big attraction is chips. That's my addiction.
I'm gonna try the one in the center. That one looks fantastic.
Bacon grilled cheese. Well, yeah, you're not going to try Valentina and lime. I've had Valentina sauce. It's fantastic, but it is not up your alley, even close. And Korean style fried chicken. I have had that in. I think they did that in A President's Choice.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's really good, but again, it is not.
No.
It's one of those. Ooh, that's too much.
Too spicy.
But bacon grilled cheese.
Yummy.
Count me in, but let's just get a small bag. Let's just get a little one.
Get one bag, and we'll have it when the kids are here and we're playing cards.
One or two.
So it's not just two of us eating it.
Get one small bag, and we can all have like 2 or 3 chips, and then it limits the carb intake. I've got to get back. That's what I said to Patty. That I've got to get back to being addicted to losing weight because I was there at one point in time. I just need to
just not go quite so far.
I don't know. Listen. Okay, so between the two, I was definitely healthier.
You were
when I got to the point.
You didn't look as healthy.
Where that doesn't matter. Looks can be deceiving. Roseanne looked at me and she goes, "You need to stop. You don't want to look like a skeleton." And I'm like, "But I got like almost abs, and I feel better, and I can do so many things." Anyway, I'll get there again. I swear. This is 2025. That's my year, baby. I remember saying to Patty in January of 2020, I'm like, "All right, 2020, this is our year." We had so many plans.
Right?
Damn. Oh. Kool-Aid is getting into the soda game. Please tell me these are sugar-free.
I am not sure.
All right, so there's hope.
But they probably will make a sugar-free brand of it because that is really hot right now.
Oh, absolutely.
And, more people are enjoying this whole more flavor, less sugar.
Yeah, well, you don't have to have...
You don't need that much sugar.
No, absolutely.
To make it taste good.
So, look, I see an orange, black cherry...
Yeah, there's a charkleberry.
A hoodoo waddle?
Charkleberry.
Charkleberry.
Yeah, it's like a blue
raspberry.
raspberry.
Is that the blue one?
Yeah.
Grape.
Michael will like that.
Oh, frig.
They don't have a cream soda, so I'm not happy.
What? Hit Clip says that you need all the sugar. Dude, I'm currently carrying all the sugars. That's the problem. I don't want to end up with sugar, if you know what I mean.
Right.
I don't want to have that conversation with a doctor and be like, you got the diabetes. I don't want to be taking Wilford Brimley's, spot like, yeah, Wilford's clearly not doing the adjunct. Do you want a specific? No, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, my land.
Right.
All right. Let's close that off. And now it's time for this.
The weird and wild wonders of the world.
All right. Yeah, so that's where I got the title of the show from. Another hit from the Beatles. I was waiting for someone to tell me I'd spelled the Beatles wrong. But anyway, here we are. All right. All right. That is the Bombardier Beetle. Is it named after the company? I'll just keep reading. These beetles are most notable for their defense mechanism that gives...
Bombardier.
Bombardier. Sure, yeah, I think you're right. When disturbed, they eject a hot, noxious chemical spray from their pygidial glands. That's what I'm going to call them. With a popping sound. Oh, that's even better.
So it's like a big fart.
Right? Like a deadly butt sprinkler. The Bombardier beetle is small, about the size of your pinky fingernail, and somewhat resembles a lightning bug. The scalding hot blast of toxic chemicals is powerful enough to deliver a painful burn to a human and possibly kill an offending insect. These guys don't fool around, do they? We got any more pictures? Sure we do. Okay, so explain the cards.
I just thought it was funny because...
Did you make them?
No, I did not make them.
Oh, you found them.
When I was looking for pictures of the beetle, those showed up, and I thought, oh, I got to include those because in honor of Michael.
They look like Pokemon.
They are.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to meet one of those in the wild. They have two chambers / glands in their lower abdomen, one larger containing hydrogen peroxide and the other smaller hydroquinone. There we go. When they're approached by predators, these two mix together through their explosive chamber, creating an excessive amount of heat and gas. This reaction of the gases mixing produces
another chemical.
Benzoquine.
Yeah.
The pressure built up in the chamber causes the acid to project out at 100 degrees Celsius and can fire 500 pulses per second with incredible precision. Due to the pressure, the entrances of each gland stay sealed so the beetle does not itself explode. The acid pretty much cooks ants alive instantly. For larger predators, it usually just causes irritation to eyes and mouth. Some beetles can direct the spray into a wide range of directions, and they inhabit all continents except Antarctica. They typically live in woodlands or grasslands in the temperate zones, but can be found in other environments that are moist places to other environments if there are moist places to lay their eggs. I'll get through it. Just stick with me.
Mm-hmm.
So what else have we got for pictures? Yeah, look at that. And it's firing at 4. That's wild.
Yeah. Apparently doesn't bother it any.
No, I guess not.
Then he's firing it backwards. That's this way.
Yeah, who's the idiot with their finger in the way?
Well, they're testing it to see how it is.
Not me. Not this cowboy. Nope. No, you tell me what it does, and I go, I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what's it feel like? I already know. It burns. Look at that. Just a small burn mark. No. I've had burns that color. They hurt.
Yeah. Don't need one.
It's absolutely crazy, and it's under. Like the fact that it's like under the leg.
It must be well armored.
I'm assuming that they have. Yeah, exactly. It's like.
But I mean, you see the size of it too. Then it's smaller than your thumbnail.
It's like they lift their leg. Gotcha.
Right.
Thank you. No, I am good.
Got him.
Right. Oh my land.
World's most deadly fight.
I'm telling you, absolutely crazy.
I know.
All right, so let's get to my favorite new intro. I say that every single week, but it is. This is our intro for Try it again for Stupid Criminal. We'll be right back.
In Woodstock, weekenders are represented by two separate groups. Those who tune into the Nightcap with Brent and Patty, and the criminals who don't. These are their stories.
All right, let's get to this week's Stupid Criminal, because it looks like it's going to be a good one. I'm assuming those are Jello shots.
They are.
All right, let's see who the offending partner is. Right there. A Texas mother who officials say took alcoholic Jello shots to her child's elementary school Christmas party has been arrested. Whew. Texas, look at you trying to one-up Florida. Teresa Isabel Bernal, 33, was charged with reckless injury to a child in connection to a party December the 20th at an elementary school in Texas. Okay. I know she's going to have a reason, and I'm going to be angry about it. She purchased the Jello shots from a home-based business she found on Facebook, according to the arrest affidavit. The shots were laid out on the table in a cafeteria, along with other treats the students in the class had brought to share. About 20 minutes into the party, 2 teachers also tried the shots and notified the 5th grade teacher that they thought the cups had contained alcohol. After trying one of the shots, the teacher said, of course, don't smell it, you might as well have one, right? That's okay. I've got thoughts about that teacher. But anyway, said it was hard to tell, but they threw away the remaining shots as a precaution. All 15 of the children who consumed the shots were checked by a school nurse. Police said nearly all of the kids reported having stomach aches, headaches. One boy said he threw up twice that day, and another said he passed out after consuming 6 shots. Those are really good. I'm going back for another one. When questioned by police officers, Burnell said she did not know the shots contained alcohol, but conceded that they did taste different. She said she discovered the shots had alcohol in them only after the children had consumed some of them, according to officials. Some of the teachers found it odd that Burnell would bring Jello shots to an elementary school party. They were trusting Burnell to not bring anything harmful to the school. She was an involved parent and was present at many functions at the school, the file said. The Facebook sweet business Burnell had purchased the shots from had a clear disclaimer on its website stating the shots were made with Smirnoff vodka. Burnell was arrested and booked into the Smith County Jail on Monday and posted a $75,000 bond the same day. It's not immediately clear if she's retained an attorney. Burnell told police she purchased the Jello shots from a sweet shop run out of a private home. The owner of the business told police the treats contained vodka, but thought Burnell had intentionally purchased alcoholic shots. The owner showed police the screenshots of text messages between them and Burnell showing the woman inquiring whether the shots contained alcohol. The owner replied that they did and asked why, to which the Burnell replied, kids. Police lab tests confirmed the shots contained alcohol. Burnell did not immediately respond to a message left on the phone, phone number listed under her name. So that's the gotcha moment right there.
Right.
Because you know they're going to the business to make sure that there was nothing misleading. The Facebook post goes, this has alcohol.
Right.
And then
she clearly asked about it.
Does this have alcohol? Yeah. Yes, it does. Why would you ask? Kids. So at that point, I'm going to go after the business owner just a little bit.
Right.
Because that's a creepy answer.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't explain anything. Mm-hmm. Why asking? Kids. It's a text message. You don't know if they're like, yeah, I'm trying to get some kids drunk and take advantage of them. I would think that you'd be like, yeah, if you're,
I'm all out. I'm fresh out.
We can. No. You say, listen, if kids are involved, we can make them without the alcohol.
Well, yeah. I'm sure she could have requested that.
To give us, let us know what you're looking for, if you want it with or without.
Yeah.
Kids like to do little Jello cups, and the liquor companies like it because it gets them set up for Jello shots when they're of age. Got to prime those kids early for liquor.
Right.
Something stinks.
Right.
There.
Yeah.
With that particular story.
Yeah.
And it's too bad.
It's not a case of just.
Oops.
Yeah. It's not one of those. It's not I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
You literally asked.
Yeah, you asked and were answered and then questioned as to why you asked, like it was a full
and you
conversation.
Still took them to an elementary school party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
so.
I'm sure the teachers would appreciate if you went, guys, I got some Jello shots here, like Jello shots here. I know it's going to be probably, it's going to be hectic.
Yeah.
So I'm going to throw these in the fridge in the staff room if you guys want to have a Jello shot. Once everything's all done, you calm down to just sort of take the edge off, feel free. I brought cookies for the kids.
Right. That would have been my go-to.
But what the question is, what's the end goal?
Well, Jello shots really aren't something you take to a kid's party.
No, but that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Why? Clearly she knew.
Yeah.
So what, besides her lying about not knowing, which she clearly did.
Yeah.
What is going through her little pea brain? What's the rationale to be like, well, kids deserve to have a good time too? Like, is it just...
I think the hamster just fell off the wheel.
And had a stroke.
Yeah. Couldn't find his...
Or...
He had too many Jello shots, couldn't get back on the wheel.
That's it. We're blaming it on the hamster in her head. But seriously, it's... I always want to dig in. When I see stuff like this, I think, what else is going on in her life?
Right?
What
Something. Obviously,
because
something.
I'll guarantee you, somebody out there, if you reach the right person, would go, oh, wow. Sit down, I got some stories to tell you. She doesn't make good decisions. Where do I start? Because this can't be the first time.
Yeah.
No, it can't be.
No.
It can't be. No. Like, she's either super gullible.
Yeah. Stupid.
Yeah, you know. As Dad used to say, nice girl, a little stupid.
I mean,
so good.
I don't know what's going on in her life that this happened, but
again, please,
bad judgment.
Please keep your feelers out for this story to see if there's anything else that comes up, so that we can update folks. Oh my land!
Imagine.
I wonder which kid had been picking on hers. Hope it was the one that had sex. I never thought about that angle. I'll fix those little bastards. That's the part of the story that you don't. What?
I'm trying to read that. I couldn't see them.
What? Oh, all of them?
Yeah.
I've read them.
Too faint.
Yeah, it's all good. That's absolutely crazy. All right, that's it. We're past the 10 o'clock part. We got to get out of here. You guys got to get out of here. Thanks for joining us this week. Again, thank you. I swear I am going to work on the old shows and get them moved over from Facebook. It's probably going to take me a little bit of time because I want to go through. This is going to sound insane, but I want to go through. Oh, you missed one?
I did, yeah.
And
I don't know who it is, but.
Oh, hit list? Yeah. No, we want
to.
to.
Oh, it's list.
Hit clips.
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. So, I want to go through and rewatch them. I know what I'm saying. I understand. But I want to be able to go through, because some of them have got really long intros. Because I was trying to figure out how long to let that.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to go through and be like, okay, right there, clip. We'll cut that.
Yeah.
And that type of thing. So I want to neaten stuff up a little bit and then start putting them on there. And I'll probably try to do, like, I'll edit 5 of them or whatever and then put them on. I'm going to try to create a playlist of some sort. Anyway, you guys will see. Awesome. I'll let you know when it's done. So, big thank you to everybody. I've got to get the magic mirror. I have to push the button and then hold the batteries because this thing is in bad shape, but I am going to fix it sometime in the next century. So a big thank you to Maureen and Kathy and Doug and Brian and Sue and Shelly and Becky and Chris and Candace. Thank you. That's the first time Chris and Candace have been on. Hopefully you enjoyed it. You'll be back next week. And thank you to Hit Clips for joining us. Another new one. That's what we're hoping for. We moved over here to YouTube to see if we can pick up some more people and make it easier for the folks that do watch us to be here. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. And don't forget to stay fresh, cheese bags.
Good night, everybody.
We hoped you had fun, but now we must run. But we'll see you all next Friday. We thought you should know that you make the show, 'cause without you there wouldn't be one. So take your foot off the